Hello everyone, welcome to the video where today I'm going to be taking a look at the Type 4 Model 4, a new Japanese boat coming to War Thunder in update 1.91. This boat is in fact a Tier 1 premium vessel, currently at a BR of 1.3, and at first it looks like a standard motor gunboat. You have a 20mm cannon just behind the bridge, a 37mm cannon up front, and the capability to carry 10 depth charges. Certainly a good loadout for a boat at this BR, but you will quickly notice that there is something else that sets this apart. Now, yeah, it's got two radial engines, two engines that are usually mounted on aircraft, but in this case they have just been bolted on just behind the 20mm cannon mounting, and it's really cool actually. These propellers in fact even spin when the vehicle is viewed in the hangar, which is a rather nifty little thing. Now, the extra power from these two radial engines allows for a speed of up to 66 miles an hour in arcade and 44 miles an hour in RB battles. Now, you have a crew of 13, which is actually pretty decent when compared to other boats at this BR, and will give you the ability to take at least a few hits before going down. Your 37mm cannon can use either high explosive or armor piercing high explosive rounds, and then the 20mm cannon can use either universal, HET or APT belts. Of course, you also have those 10 depth charges, which are mounted at the back of the boat. These each have 100 kilograms of TNT explosive, and of course, you can carry 10 of them. Jumping over now into some gameplay, the game you can see now is Naval RB, so this gives me a max speed of 44 miles an hour. Personally, I found it much more effective to actually use the secondary gun, the 20mm cannon, rather than the usual primary, which is the 37mm. This is mostly just down to the better rate of fire, which allows you to take out enemy vessels a lot quicker. Now, if you so wish, you can put down a line of smoke, or you also have the capability to command an artillery strike, which can be useful when attempting to take out capture points on the map. Now, in this specific game, despite it consisting mostly of bots, they are all in boats that you would face at this BR anyway, so it actually helps to demonstrate how effective these guns are at taking out enemy vessels, knocking out their crews, and actually it is quite effective. As I said, I really do use the 20mm cannon. While that's then reloading after I fired a belt off, I will then quickly switch back to the 37, pump some shots in, go back to the 20, just really do that, be as quick as possible, and really just make the most of these guns. Of course, while I'm not using one of the guns, it will be set to automatically fire at boats, aircraft, so even if I'm not using it, it'll still be shooting at stuff and hopefully doing some damage. When you look at the Japanese naval tech tree, you'll notice that your only other option for a Tier 1 premium is a variant of the reserve T14 vessel, fitted with a 25mm cannon and 6 depth charges. Personally, I would say that the Type 4 Model 4 is better than this. For a single minor BR increase, you get 2 guns rather than just the 1, more depth charges, and a considerably higher speed, not to mention the feature of 2 aircraft engines just bolted on, which might actually attract some people to buy this vessel. Surprisingly enough, this is one of the vehicles I am now most excited to try out after the release of 1.91. I'm not really a common naval player, but I really do enjoy the lower BRs. I've had some real fun in some of the lower BR premium and tech tree vehicles in some naval trees, more specifically some of the faster Russian vessels, and also the German vessels such as the S-100. And I feel like this is a vessel that I will enjoy playing. The high speed, 2 guns allowing for a good amount of firepower, and also consistent firing at the enemy. You can use one gun while the other one's reloading. This allows you to constantly just pound enemy vessels and take them out with relative ease. And after playing it on the dev server, really all of that's reinforced. It's fast, the guns work well, the depth charges, even though you didn't see them in this game, it can be used quite well, especially if you're trying to take a capture point and there might be some larger enemy boats on that point. You can use those depth charges quite effectively. Now, I did fairly well in these games. This game, the RB game that you see, I got 9 kills in this game. Yeah, they were bots, but they were still firing at me, and it really did just show how good this boat is. And really, I found if you keep up your speed, the enemy does have difficulty getting solid hits on your boat, and really that just makes your survivability very good. So I am looking forward really to this. And funnily enough, one of the other vehicles I'm most excited for is also a Tier 1 premium, this time on the Chinese tree, being the Hawk 3 biplane, which is a Tier 1 premium on the Chinese aviation tree. Anyways though, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, maybe subscribe to the channel if you do. That would be massively appreciated, and I will of course have more 1.91 content, mostly coming out after the release of the update, which will likely happen within a few days of this video being released. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.